to the Weekly Geeky Roundup with me, Last Son Jim. Sorry it wasn't about last week. I was very busy, so it's going to happen. I'm not going to be able to do one of these every single week, but I'll try and do it as much as I can. Now, there's been a lot going on this week. There's something huge that's happened that we need to talk about, okay? But before we get to that, let's talk about the Captain America Civil War trailer. Because I watched it, obviously. I was really impressed with some things. Other things, maybe not so much. I think I'm getting a little bit tired of Iron Man. I'll be honest. I mean, we've seen him in, 1,000 films now? And I'm like, there's not really much more they can do with the character. He is what he is. So him and Captain America have a bit of a Barney over Bucky Barnes. Yeah, alright. And it's going to divide the Avengers, but we know it won't, because at the end of the day they're going to come back together for the third Avengers film. So it's not really that big a deal. In the grand scheme of things, you know that it's all going to work out. So, Civil War, yeah, alright, it's not really, but sure, fine, let's go with that. A couple of things I did like. Black Panther looks amazing. That is one character I'm really looking forward to, because that's something we haven't seen before, and it's something that we need to see more of. Not just because of obviously the whole ethnicity thing, which is absolutely amazing, but I think in general, that's a superhero that we haven't really seen. We've seen the billionaires, we've seen the super soldiers, we've seen the gods, but what we haven't seen is something like that. And he looked amazing. The suit looks incredible. The way he was running, that looked great. So that I am looking forward to, and that the jump on to obviously the Black Panther film, I think that'll be quite good. Iron Man versus Captain America. Yeah, what? Oh yeah, no, it's coming out. I didn't like the first Captain America film. Second one was amazing. Captain America never really done it for me, but I watched the film. I don't think I'm going to go to cinema to see it. I didn't see Winter Soldier in the cinema, so I don't think I'll go to cinema to see this. But I'll check it out, and I'll probably enjoy it, because that's what happens. I normally go, and end up loving it. So, that's that. Now, the problem with Civil War and the Civil War trailer is another trailer drop this week that we've got to talk about, and that's the big thing we've got to talk about. That kind of made Civil War look like a bit of a Barney in a kids' play park. Because it was like they were all fighting in a deserted airfield. But also dropped this week is something we need to talk about big time, and that's the Batman v Superman trailer. The newest trailer that's just come out. I have spent a lot of time on the internet watching people's reaction to it, good and bad. A lot of people complaining, a lot of people cheering. I'm going to give you my 2 cents worth. Now, I am a diehard Superman fan. Have been almost my entire life. Okay, I've got my Superman tattoo there. That actually says Last Son in Kryptonian. And I named my eldest son Reeve after Christopher Reeve from the original Superman films. I've been collecting comics since my first comic I actually got when I was born. So I've been collecting comics my entire life. So I know Superman. I know Superman intimately. But I do. I know all the ins and outs. I know all the stories. I know what the character is and who the character is. And that's where I think a lot of people fall down. Now, this film is obviously being pushed for general audiences across the land, as it should be, and it's going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. But I see a lot of people saying, that's not Superman, this isn't Superman, that's not Superman, that's not my Superman. Okay, I would like to find out, what Superman these people are talking about, because if you know Superman as well as I do, there's nothing in there that you go, ooh, that's not Superman at at all. End of story. At all. I'll delve into that a little bit more in a second. But let's take the trailer first and foremost and break it down, see what happened. A lot happened. Clark meets Bruce Wayne, and they're introduced by Lex Luthor. Now, it's Lex Luthor Jr., so it's not the Lex we all know. I've seen a lot of people moaning that he's not Lex Luthor. It's just like, well, no, you're right, he's not. He's Lex Luthor Jr. So that's different entirely. We already see that they're having some issues, a few problems, whatnot. Clark's not happy about Batman. Bruce isn't happy about Superman. Blah de blah. A lot goes on. A lot happens. Basically, them two throwing down most of the trailer. Few interesting things. There's a whole sequence in the desert, and then you see Superman land, and then some soldiers by him, and then he pulls Bruce's mask off. I reckon that's a dream sequence. I've seen a lot of people say it's a dream sequence. It seems like the sort of dream sequence Bruce would have, and it's the sort of thing that he would worry about. Superman taking over, and whatnot. And also in the outside Sandy scene, you see a bunch of what I'm going to assume are parademons, which are Darkseid's sort of forces, if you wish. And I don't think they're going to bring those in just yet. They're just going to throw them in to go, oh look, parademons. And then I reckon Darkseid will end up being the main villain in the Justice League film, which makes the most sense. Some big reveals. We see a lot more Wonder Woman in this. We see a little bit of a jokey Batman Superman in this with each other. I've seen people complain about that it's too jokey. It's just like, oh my god. People complain that DC films are too serious. Then there's a joke in there, a moment between Batman and Superman where something you would see in the comics, and people are like, it's too jokey, right? Because in Marvel films there aren't quips every 30 seconds. I don't want to dig on Marvel films because I really, really like them, but my point is, people are going, it's too dark, oh there's a joke, it's rubbish. It's like, come on, seriously, get a grip, yeah? If you're actually getting that upset about this, get a grip. Right? Like I said, I'm a huge Superman fan, always have been. And I'm not going crazy over this, because it's just a film. It's just a film. You know what it doesn't do? It doesn't take away from anything that you love about those characters at all. If you don't want to see it, don't see it. If you do want to see it, see it. If you then, once you've seen it, don't like it, that's fine. Don't watch it again. It's a film. It's not a big deal. Chill out. Yeah? What's the next big reveal? Ooh, big bad here. Doomsday. Which I was pretty surprised with. I kind of had a feeling they'd bring him in, because they'd need something bigger than just Lex Luthor. A lot of people are like, they've taken Zod, because you see Zod in there, and made him into Doomsday. I don't think that's what it is. Doomsday is created from Kryptonian biology anyway, so I reckon Lex Luthor has taken some of Zod's blood and created Doomsday, which is why you got the laser vision, everything else. Does he look like the Doomsday in the comics? Well, it depends. A little bit yes, a little bit no. Does it look a little bit like a troll from Lord of the Rings? Yeah, a little bit, mainly because of the pug nose. It's the same company, fair enough. But he looked big. He's got bone protruding out of him. We don't know if even that's a fully grown Doomsday either, because who knows? It looks like stuff's beginning to grow, so you never know. It could grow up and all the bones, protrude before, he gets destroyed or put in a Venom zone. Or, I mean, he's going to be beaten, but is he going to be destroyed? Who knows? And I ultimately watched that trailer and got even more excited about this film. At the end of the day, Batman and Superman on the big screen, it looks like it's taken parts of the Dark Knight and parts of the Dark Knight Returns, and parts of a few different Superman stories and melded them all together. Bring it on. More Superman on the screen, more Batman on the screen. It's all good. Now, let's talk about Superman, shall we? Because people have an issue at the end of Man of Steel where he killed Zod. I know I'm going back some, talking about Man of Steel, but let's just have a look at that. Because that seemed to rub a lot of people up the wrong way. And they're like, no, this isn't a real Superman. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but Superman is killed a number of times. He killed Doomsday. He's killed Zod in the past. He's killed a number of people if that's what needs to be done. If there's no other recourse, then that's what he does. People saying that Superman wouldn't kill. Well, no, he chooses not to kill, but if it's necessary, he can. He is Superman at the end of the day. Also, if I could just take a moment and say, people go, well, it's not my Superman. Well, what is your Superman? Is it the Richard Donner 1978 Superman? Like, that's my Superman. If I was going to say I have a Superman, I love all the different incarnations, but the one that, speaks to me the most is the 1978 one. But let's take a look at that, shall we? In Superman 2, talking of the original cut, not the Richard Donner cut, in Superman 2, at the end, when the three Zod, Ursa and Non lose all their powers, where do they go exactly? Superman throws Zod across the Fortress of Solitude and he disappears into what appears to be a bottomless pit and we never hear from him again. Could he be dead? I think so. Ursa gets slapped. No, actually gets full on punched by Lois Lane. Falls down the same hole. Non tries to fly, falls down the same hole. They're never heard from again. Dead. Superman 3. This one's a bit tenuous, I'll give you this. Superman 3, he fights himself. And kills himself. Dead. Superman 4. Oh, so bad. Even I can admit when there's a bad film, and even though it's got Superman in it, oh my god. Superman 4 is so bad, but I still love it. At the end of the film, to destroy, kill, Nuclear Man, he throws him into a nuclear reactor. It's bad. Thus sending all the power in Metropolis through the roof and everything lights up. He's dead. He's dead. He's done. So even in the Donner version of Superman, he kills. Does he break someone's neck? No. But he kills. So what's the difference? He was doing what needs to be done. If he can't stop someone, he has to stop them by any means necessary. So those people that are like Superman wouldn't kill Superman, well, I'm here to say as a lifelong Superman fan, as someone who's read more comics than I could possibly imagine, he does. He has. He will. Let it go. If it's not your Superman, go and watch or read what your Superman is. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. I see so many people on Twitter getting so irate about, oh, there's this, there's that. It's for film, right? They're fictional characters. Fictional characters. Do I get passionate about it? Yeah, I do. Do I have a go at people because they don't agree with my point of view? No, I just leave them to it because I'm like, that's fine. It's not your opinion, it's not your thing, then fine. It's all good. I don't know, I felt like I needed to address the situation of the Batman v Superman trailer. There's a lot of people out there that are like, this film's gonna suck. Don't watch it then. Done. Dealt with. Personally, I think it's going to be great. And the fact that the final shot in the entire trailer is the Trinity, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the beginning of the Justice League, all stood there next to each other, ready to throw down, I think is very, very exciting. And it's something we've never seen before. And I'm just excited about the fact that we get to see it. And that's my take on the Batman v Superman trailer. If you disagree with me, right, that's fine, okay? please, let's have a chat about it. Throw a comment in down below and we'll have a chat. I'm not going to get irate with you. And if you want to get irate with me, by all means, go ahead. It's not going to bother me in the slightest. You think I'm totally wrong and this trailer's going to suck, then that's fine as well. Tell me. And tell me why. I'm always intrigued on hearing people's opinions and thoughts. It's not going to change my opinion, and I won't change theirs. That's fine too. But that's where I'm at with that. We are 10 days, roughly, from Star Wars, which is exciting. That's going to be a good roundup once I get past that. So 10 days and counting, got that to look forward to. And what else? Well, then there's Christmas. And for Christmas, I hope to get a bunch of comics. That's all I want, really. Bunch of comics. Maybe a pop vinyl or two to go with my collection. But that's it. What do you want for Christmas? Tell me. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, @LastSunJim. Last Sun again? The whole Last Sun thing? You got it. And the opening, that's very super. You got it. You know. You've been here before. You know what I'm talking about. Please subscribe to my channel. Just click the little subscribe thing so you never miss a video. And if you've got the time and you're like, oh, I fancy listening to something funny, check out my podcast over at www.stackpod.co.uk. There's links there for iTunes or Android, or if you just want to listen to it on the site, check it out. It's very geeky. There's a lot of me doing this, but with my very good friend John, and him being the other side of it for me to calm me down when I do get passionate, because it's passion. I don't hate anything, but I do get passionate about things. That's the difference. So until next time, check all of that stuff out, and like I said, comment below. But until next week, or the week after, depending on what I've got going on, I'll see you then, and take care, guys.